Don't love your job. Job your love. Motivational talk by Sara Al
I'm so
Madani.
excited to be in Italy, and I'm so excited to be in Rome. And once again, I'm with Sigma. I'm honored to be with Sigma. So if you're not familiar with Love Your Job, Job Your Love, I don't know if you know about this viral video that went online, okay? At the beginning, people made fun of it. They're like, oh, she doesn't speak English very well. She doesn't know what she's saying. So they're throwing lemons at me. They didn't know that when you throw lemons at me, I make lemon juice out of it. So what does really love your job, job your love mean? Because a lot of people don't understand what I'm trying to say through that concept. Okay, we were taught always to love what you have, fall in love with your job, fall in love with the things in your life. But that's very backward way of thinking, because loving your job is settling for what exists. And that's not what life is about. Jobbing your love means that you go outside of your comfort zone, you do what you love, and you start living instead of existing. So jobbing your love is about alignment. It's about purpose. It's about mission. It's more than just fitting in society the way that we always should. So let me take you step by step. What does really job your love mean, okay? Number one, as I said, it's about alignment. So you take your purpose, you take what you love, and you make it your line of work. You make it your everyday. You make it not only your purpose, but your paycheck as well, okay? The second thing is to job your love, it's about courage, you know? A lot of people settle where they are and they fall in love with it because it's comfortable. But comfort doesn't breed creativity. Comfort doesn't give you what you want. Comfort makes you fit in and feel comfortable. That's not what life is about, okay? And what I'm going to be talking about today is how do we job our love? Like, how do we go from the normal things that we do every day or the job that we are at? How do we switch it to actually live instead of existing, okay? So number one, I think the number one thing that can help you basically take that step of courage into jobbing your love is to drop the importance of people's opinion about you. So what people think of me, what people want me to do, what people expect me to do, I don't care. It's not my problem. Because no one pays my bills. They don't share my dreams. They don't cry with me. They don't do anything. But yet they have expectations from me. And your fault is when you actually pay their expectation and give them what they want. Okay? So what does it take to be like that? And I always tell people, I dare you. A lot of people tell me, how to become more creative, how to do what I love, how to live my life the way I want. And my answer is, I dare you to be hated. What does that mean? When you're loved by everybody, I don't trust you because I don't love everybody. You don't love everybody. You don't like everybody. So when someone is loved by everyone, something is wrong. It means they're not being authentically themselves. So they're trying to pretend to be something in each group just to fit. I dare you to be hated means be yourself, and whether people like it or not, who cares? So I think the hardest part for me to understand this concept was to drop not to drop, actually to erase people's expectation. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they expect me to do. I don't care where I should work. I don't care anything. I'll tell you why. Because if I'm sitting at home, they'll say I'm lazy. If I take risks, they say I'm crazy. If I do anything, if I am successful and I win, they're going to say, oh, she doesn't deserve it. She's lucky. There is always a conversation about what we do. And the problem is we feed that conversation. So if I'm sitting in a job or a business or doing something, so people can say, oh, she works in this real estate office. Oh, she works in this company. Oh, she works there. Oh my God, I want people to think I am successful, so I'm in this company. Who cares? At the end of the day, you're the one waking up in the morning. You're the one going to sleep. You're the one working. You're the one doing everything. So I think the first step to not only free yourself, but to be extremely creative is not to care about what people think. And as a businesswoman, I lost my money, I think 2 times, completely bankrupt. And I built it all over again. If I cared what people said, First of all, I'll disappear because I failed. Now they're going to talk about me. Then I'm not going to come back to do anything because they're going to say, oh, the failure is back. What is she going to do now? It's too much pressure. So caring about all these things allows you to stay in a box where people are telling you, move, you move, run, you run, cry, you cry. And that's not where this whole concept comes from. So this is the first step into like releasing yourself from society expectation, okay? Number two, how do I know what do I love? How do I know what am I supposed to be? How do I know how to job my love? What do I love? I don't know it. A lot of people ask me this question. There's so many things. One day I love movies. One day I love finance. One day I love sports. What is the right thing to do? And I always tell them, I'll teach you one thing. It's very easy, okay? Do you know the difference between jealousy and envy? Okay? No? All right. So jealousy, a lot of people say, oh, she's jealous. Oh, he's jealous. As if it's a bad thing. Jealousy is not a bad thing. Jealousy means I like what you have. Envy means I don't want you to have what you have. So my biggest sign that this is exactly what I need to do, I need to try and explore, is when I feel jealous. When I see someone doing something, I go like, oh, I wish I can do it. This is your soul guiding you. It's your compass guiding you, telling you, you need to go try this. Listen to this. It's not a negative thing. Don't shut down your intuition when your intuition is jealous from something someone is doing. However, envy is the negative one. So I always say, look at what you're jealous from. If any of you here is looking at me on stage and thinking, oh, I wish I can be there one day. What are you waiting for? That's your sign. That's your sign. If you're watching a model and you like what she's doing, oh, I wish. Why do you wish? Go try. That is your body, your energy, your soul telling you this is your direction. And that's what a lot of people don't do. Oh, I'm jealous. This is so negative. I can't look at this. What's wrong with me? No. Listen to the voice, okay? But however, envy is negative because envy is, I don't want you to have what you have. Now that's when everything spirals and it becomes dark a little bit. So the first indication is I look at what I'm jealous from or what I like or what sparks my interest. And then the next step is I have to take whatever this is and learn about it. So for example, if I saw F1 on TV and I'm like, oh, I wish, and a girl was driving and I say, I wish I could do that. Okay, go, take classes, take lessons, take that idea and grow it and embed it and make it something way bigger than what it is. Because a lot of people, they say, oh, I like restaurants. They want to open a restaurant. They don't learn about it. They don't know nothing about it. Go and invest in nurturing this love you have. So it's very important to understand that it's not just about finding the purpose, finding the thing, but also removing the ego so you can say, okay, let me go learn. I'm a student. Because a lot of people think, oh, it's easy to walk as a model. It's easy to drive a car. I can just put me in it. Ego, what it does is that it separates you from a beautiful, true experience. So ego is not your amigo. That's what I always say, okay? So after you drop what people think, and then after you listen to your body, your intuition, and where you should go, which direction, and what you're jealous from, the next step is basically nurturing that talent, okay? So what do we do after that? What do we do after that? Another thing is some people might tell me, okay, I don't feel jealous from anything. And now what do I do? Okay, what is something you do that makes you forget time? That makes you get lost? And I always like to give this example in my speeches. Once I was attending a ballet show. I don't know if you guys, ballerina. And the girl was so beautiful, the way she was dancing, the way she was moving. I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful. I went backstage and I met her. And I saw her taking her shoes off. And when she took her shoes off, oh my God, her toes were displaced. So they were on top of each other like this. No nails. She was bleeding from her feet. And I looked at her and I said, why do you do this? Do they pay you? She's like, no, I'm just doing what I love. I said, but why do you do it? She said, I don't know. this answer, I don't know, that is exactly you jobbing your love. That is exactly doing what you love. She doesn't know why. She's bleeding, it hurts, but she loves doing it. So another indication is, what is one thing that steals you away from your time? What is one thing that you can do and lose yourself in it? That's also an indication of how to job your love as well. So this is another way to also find out. Another way is turning that thing into income. Okay, now that I love this, now that I know this is what I need to do, I learned about it, I educated myself about it, I chat GPT'd everything. What do I do now? How do I turn it into an income? 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have told you, yeah, you need to meet experts, you need to do this, you need to do that. Now, with the AI boom that's happening, all you have to do is, hey, ChatGPT, prompt, I love ballet. I love ballet, okay? I want to be a ballet dancer or maybe do a business in ballet. Give me 10 ideas. There's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse not to be doing what you want to do. There's no excuse not to be loving what you're doing. There's no excuse for anything anymore. ChatGPT gives you ideas. So once you realize what is it that you love, how do I make it? Now, how do I make money out of it? Because to be honest, the word success has so many meanings, okay? And the media and the social media, they showed us that success is a Lamborghini, a big house, private jets. That's not success because everyone I know that's doing this is not happy. How is this success if you're not happy? Because they're not jobbing their love, they're loving their job. That's what they're doing. So to me, I feel like success is the only word. You should define it yourself. It should not exist in the dictionary. For example, for me, success is doing the best for me, then helping others do their best. That means even if I didn't have the Ferrari, even if I didn't have the house, I'm already successful. See, I'm already believing in myself. Let's say her idea of success was to own a company with so many employees. But then I challenge her and I tell her, redefine success, redefine it in a different way. And then she says, I provide for my family. I take care of my brother and sister. I am happy. I have a property. I did this, I did that. Automatically, she's successful. When you change the definition of success, you become successful. But when you follow the definition that's online, no one's successful. I own 9 companies. I'm a public speaker. I do reality TV. I don't have a house on the beach. I don't have a Lamborghini because I don't need it. I don't fly private jets, but I'm extremely successful. Why? Because the definition of success, I'm the one who chose it. So what I want you to do when you go home today is challenge yourself. Say, forget everything people told me about success, okay? What is success to me? Maybe success is helping people in a country building school for them. Even if you don't have that much money, if you build a school, you're already successful for them. So redefine the word success because, you know, the media industry, social media, and all the commercial industries, they feed on your insecurity. The more you're insecure, the more you are a customer. The more you think you're ugly, the more you think your hair is not good, the more you think this, my car, the more you buy. So that's why everything is targeted to make you a follower. Yeah, but if you want to job your love, you can't be a follower. You were not made to fit in a system. You were made to create your own system. So this is for people who dare. This is for people who have the guts and have what it takes and the courage to live the life they want. Now, because I'm a person who's very spiritual, so I'm going to put a little bit of spirituality in it. I am, as all of us, we're souls having a human experience, okay? When I die, I'm not Sara, you're not Simia, you're not the photographer. We're just energies trying different roles. The problem is when we get in the role, we live it so much, we get attached to it so much as if it's everything we have, but it's not everything we have. Not everything in life is meant to be serious. Does it make sense to you if an actor acts, for example, let's say Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, okay? He finishes acting after 6 months, then for 2 years, he is Jack. He's not Leonardo. Is that normal? To be attached to an identity that's not even your identity? It's not normal. That's why when you finish acting in the movie, you're back to being Leonardo DiCaprio, not Jack from Titanic. Similar to us humans, we get attached so much to this identity. I am Sara, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm this, I'm this. We get so attached that sometimes it harms us to do things, but we do it to keep the identity going. Doesn't work. We're all playing a role right now. None of you is who you are. When we die, we all leave, we're all energies. So don't take everything so seriously. And this mentality helped me a lot to take risks because I know I'm not this body. I'm not this suit. This is my car. I'm a soul inside of this. So I'm not so attached to this, okay? Another thing that's important. A lot of people come to me and tell me, okay, so now you're a public speaker, you're an author, you wrote a book, and then you have companies, you do finance, you do social media, you do reality TV. Who are you? I feel so bad. I feel you're confused. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, I feel bad for you because you're one thing. You are, Annie or Tom from the real estate office. That's it. I am everything. I am all the colors of the rainbow. I am multifaceted. And I feel bad. You're stuck in one identity. I am here to experience. I am here to enjoy. I'm here to have fun. I am a soul that if I did not have a body, I cannot smell, I cannot taste, I cannot hug, I cannot kiss, I cannot eat. So this body has been given to me with all my senses so I can enjoy and experience. And when you believe in this and you believe completely in this, you start taking more risks because it's not that serious. Life is not that serious, not that strict. The rules of the game are fun. So play it right. You're here to win. You're here to be somebody. You're here to explore. You're here to take risks. You're not here to be one thing. And if you are, I challenge you to be more than one thing. Why become black or white? The rainbow has 7 colors. You can be all of them. And there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, you're diluting your image. Now people are confused. Let them be confused. If you like my book, then you like me as an author. If you like my public speaking, you like me as a public speaker. If you like my karaoke, I'm a very good karaoke singer, you like me as a karaoke singer, So even I was sitting with my manager and, right now I want to explore singing, I want to explore acting. Why not? Why not? But this mindset of fitting in a box, oh, no, you're a public speaker, you cannot act, you cannot, why? Who set the rules? Who wrote the rules? So my advice for you is don't love your job your love. And which means that don't just settle for what you're in. Don't just say, okay, it pays my bills, it does this. The universe has 3 laws, okay? I don't know if you're familiar with them. Law number 1 is do not take anyone's free will. What does that mean? It means I cannot manipulate you and give you missing information so you agree to the thing I want you to do. I am manipulating your free will, number 1. Number 2, karma. The universe is fair. And everyone says, karma's a B, karma's bad. Karma's not bad. Karma's you give, you receive. It's a system, So if you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get bad. The third rule is the universe rewards the ones that are willing to give everything away. Every single billionaire I met, okay? They all tell me, Aito, how do you become a billionaire? They said, look, I gave everything away. Steve Jobs, Microsoft, all these guys, all of them had nothing. They had to give everything away. I sold my computer. I sold my car. He's like, if I could and it was legal, I would have sold my brother. But I sold everything to be who I am today. And the universe loves that. The universe looks at you, it's like, show me how bad you want this so I can give it to you, And yes, you're going to tell me, but there are a lot of people, the universe gives them, but they're not actually giving much. Sometimes the universe tests you. It gives you a beautiful table. It gives you so much food on the table. And when you're about to eat, it will pull the rug under the table, everything will fall off because everything is testing you as well. God gave you this much. What are you doing with it? Are you giving others? Are you supporting others? So we all live in an ecosystem that's connected. And this is why a lot of people say, we are all one. Of course, I'm Sarah, you're Simia, you're Maria, you're Tom, you're John. We're different identities, but we came from the same source. So we're the same one. We're all the same, having different experiences in different bodies. Okay? And this is why everyone you meet in life, whether it's good or bad, they're teaching you something. Even the people who hurt you are teaching you something. So go out there, take risks, stop protecting your heart, stop protecting yourself so much. You know, living with so much protection is boring. Think of it when you have children and you're protecting your children so much, they will do things behind your back. Sometimes protecting yourself from taking risks, losing, taking financial risks, it's scary because you feel like you're going to lose something. But that's not the way it's done. And I always say, every chance you fall down is a chance for you to meet God. As simple as that. My biggest transformation in life came at my lowest point, not at my highest point. When I lost everything, this is where, you know, they say when your heart breaks, the light goes through. Every opportunity is an opportunity to meet God at the lowest point. So in my lowest point, I said, you know what? I lost all my money. I lost everything. Now that I have nothing to lose, I'm willing to take risks. Back then, okay, I get it. But now, as like a person who has been, this happened 2013. Now, as a person that built herself all over again, I say, why did I wait for myself to have nothing to lose to take a risk? I should take a risk even if I have a lot to lose. And I started doing that. And it's crazy because the more I started giving and the more risk taking I do, the more the universe gives me. So I became a manifester now. Like anything I think of, even this year, I told all my team, I told my manager, I told her, there's this guy, he's gonna contact me this year to do an interview with me. Everyone told me, you're crazy. You know, this guy is the biggest in the world. No. 3 months later, I got the email. Why? Because there is this hunger. Not hunger for money, not hunger for fame, not hunger for growth, hunger for exploration, hunger, curiosity. I'm curious. Every time someone gives me an opportunity or a risk, I say, what's next? Let's go, let's try. And if I fail, guess what? Failure is the best school. All my teachings never came from my success. All my teachings came from my failures. But society, of course, makes you feel like, hey, failure is embarrassing. Failure is shameful. When I lost my money, everyone told me, she went bankrupt. Look at her, the poor girl, she went bankrupt. Well, to be honest, who's the real failure? Me, the person who's trying and giving and trying and I'm curious? Or the person sitting at home sleeping every day and calling me a failure online? So who is the failure? The person who's trying or the person who's doing nothing? So all these mindsets, all these mentalities are our own limiting beliefs. So when people come to me and tell me, how do I become like you? I say, I was born chosen. I was born with so much light. No, we're all equal. I'm like you, you're like me. The only difference between what I do and someone who still cannot do it yet is my mindset. Some people believe their life is 9 to 5. I believe my life is endless. Endless. No 9 to 5. I have time as long as I'm breathing. I want to try. I want to go out there. I want to explore. So my mindset is what sets me apart from people. Not that I'm special, not that I'm lucky, not that I'm from the UAE and my dad has money, not all of these things. Because people create so many reasons to corner you when they don't understand your story. And I always say, the people that talk negatively about you will not survive one day in your shoes. Because talking negatively is cheap. If talking was for money, no one will talk. But talking is cheap, it's free. Okay, now after we've done all of this, it's important not to get lost in the journey. What does that mean? A lot of people, they don't love their job. They job their love, they find their passion, they remove the limiting mindsets, they do everything. And then what happens is they get stuck in the system, in the matrix. So a lot of entrepreneurs I know, like I call my friends, I say, hey, we're going to Marbella on the weekend. You want to come? No, I'm an entrepreneur, babe. I need to work. If creating your own business doesn't give you the freedom, then go get a job, to be honest. Because at least if you have a job after 5 o'clock, you don't have to think about work. And you have 1 month off throughout the year, at least for yourself. When you create that empire of yours, You have to protect your joy. You have to protect your life. What does it mean? It means don't forget to live. Don't forget to enjoy. Don't forget to travel. I only work 3 days a week. The rest, I'm having fun. I'm traveling. I'm living. Because if one day I die, I don't want the last thing I did was I was in a meeting with a CEO. No, I want to be out. I want to be on the beach. I want to be with animals. I want to hug a tree. The last thing I want to do before I die is something fun. I'm here to enjoy. You're not here to be stuck in a system. And just to prove it to you, I mean, right now we have, yes, countries, governments, and all that, which is great. You know, they put everything in place. I get it. But if we go back to the days we used to live in caves and, you know, we used to hunt for our food. House was free. I can build my own house, right? The material is available in nature. Okay, I can catch my own food. I can go create my own fun. I don't need to pay for these things back then. What does that mean? It means you were never made to be a slave to a system. God is the creator, you are the sub-creator. And if you don't believe that you're a creator, you're missing out a lot on this game. You know when, I always say life is like Super Mario. You know when you play Super Mario? You're playing Super Mario, you die, you try again, you go here, you try different things. Life is a game. Your soul is on the joystick. I am the avatar on earth playing a game. Enjoy life. Go out there. Take risks. If it didn't work, try something else. Leave the job that's not comfortable. Go to something that makes you happy. You don't want to do a job, start a business. Go out there, you know, have that curiosity in you. And this is my secret sauce. Like everyone's like, what makes you who you are? I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Half of my businesses are in industries I don't even know anything about. Tech, finance, taking companies to IPO. I don't know. I had a restaurant. I did not know anything about it. But I was so curious. And as a leader, you know, look, there's a difference between managing and leading. For example, management is managing humans. Leadership is inspiring humans, okay? So as a leader, if I am the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. I should not be there. I want to be in rooms where I'm not the smartest because I'm the student of life. I want to learn. So every time I wanted to explore or try to, everyone's like, you're crazy, you're opening a restaurant? Yes, I'm opening a restaurant. What if it fails? What if it doesn't? 50 chance it fails, 50 chance it doesn't. Why are you attached to the negative 50%? I'm attached to the positive one. Okay, what if it fails? So what? Fail fast, fail cheap. That's what I always do. So take the risk, go out there. There's information. ChatGPT now can teach you how to start a real estate company, how to like break down a heart surgery for you. Everything is available for you to stop loving your job and to start jobbing your love. Okay? So I hope today I added some value. I'm out of time. I hope I added some value, okay? I hope I left you with something positive so you go home and think about it. And I hope you understand that you're here to explore and have fun and enjoy life, not just to slave and work and make money and to survive. You know, get out of survival mode, go into creation mode. So thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be in Rome, okay? Thank you so much. So do you want to, okay, can we do one thing? Have you guys heard the song of Job Your Love? You heard the song? Okay. Can we all get up before the next talk and just like move our bodies and dance together and just enjoy the energies? We're going to play the song now. Don't love your job. Don't love your job. Don't love your job. Come on, guys. Job your love. Job your love. We're gonna job your love. Let's go, my friend. Job your love. Let's go. I love that. Yeah. Job your love. Don't just drag your body. Don't be like everybody. Bad. Your job being the body. Go. All of you. My friend, go. You're coming with. Yes. So love your love. People in the back. So love. So who's gonna job their love? Who's gonna go home and change their life? Guys, louder. Don't love your job. 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 Don't love your job.
Bob, job your love. Job your love. Job your love.
Life is too short